Hey guys, I wanted to do a video. This is a haul for some non-sports trading cards I've gotten over the past couple of weeks. I think they're really cool. I've gotten all of them from a site called Listia. If you haven't ever heard of Listia, it's really awesome. It's basically like eBay, except you don't usually have to pay cash. Most of the listings are free shipping, and you pay with site credits. You can earn credits by putting your own things up for sale, or by filling out surveys and watching videos and things like that. So I haven't put out a penny for any of these cards, and it's great. So let me show you some of the cool things that I've gotten. All right, so the biggest one is a huge lot of comic book trading cards. Now these are actually come from several different series. These are, let's see, one of them, this big group here, and I haven't gone through them yet to see if, no, sorry, I haven't gone through them yet to see if there are any doubles among this, but these are all from the Marvel Comics versus DC Comics, and I'm not sure if these are separate series or the same series, but some of them say Marvel Comics versus DC, some say DC versus Marvel Comics. I'm going to go through them, and they're not in perfect shape, but they don't really need to be, in my opinion. There's a couple of them have little kind of dinged up edges or dinged up corners, but other than that, they're in really great shape. That's one of the sets that was part of this big lot. The next set is it's a little bit smaller. Than it's not quite as many cards as that one, but these are from a Fleer Ultra X-Men set. So these are really cool. They have a foil cover. They have a foil surface. You can kind of see that they're shiny, and just really high quality cards. And these ones are in quite a bit better condition. These are all pretty solid condition. I don't see much damage at all. And just to give you a little bit of background info, this first set, the DC and Marvel, was from 1995. The Fleer Ultra X-Men looks like it's also 1995. Okay, then I got another set. This is the last, big group. And see, I used to have these. Not the whole. Well, I don't know how many I had. I had a whole bunch of them, but these are Marvel Comics cards, and from 1991, and they're just fun. I mean, comics were quite a bit different in 1991 than they are today. Wolverine was a popular character even back then. Who is that? Kraven the Hunter. Oh yeah, Kraven the Hunter. Not just a few years prior to that, Kraven was involved in this real big storyline with Spider-Man, where Spider-Man had appeared to have died. Here you have the new Fantastic Four with Wolverine, Spider-Man, Hulk, and Ghost Rider. They were just really a cool set. You have some versus cards, Spider-Man versus Dr. Octopus. I love this one. It just happened to be the one that's there, but Avengers West Coast. They were called Avengers West Coast after a while. They originally were called the West Coast Avengers, but it was really just, they don't get enough credit. You can still pick up probably a pretty good portion of the West Coast Avengers / Avengers West Coast series for a dollar a piece, or probably in some cases less than $1 a piece. But they were such a great team. I mean, Iron Man was a part of the team. Hawkeye and Mockingbird, Scarlet Witch and Vision, even Hank Pym. This was during the period when he wasn't wearing a mask, so he wasn't. He literally just went by Dr. Pym, and the Wasp. So what was really interesting is that you had all these married couples. Hawkman and Mockingbird were a married couple, although they were briefly separated, and I'm not sure, I can't remember off the top of my head if they ever got divorced, but Vision and Scarlet Witch were married, but then the Vision got taken apart during the Vision Quest series, which was a whole big thing. Indirectly, I think it ended up leading to House of M, because Scarlet Witch basically had a mental breakdown because right at the same time that her husband was dismantled, they put him back together, but at that point he was just a robot and no longer loved her, no longer capable of love. And then right around the same time, her children were shown to be demonic manifestations. So, she kind of had a mental break, and, stuff went bananas with Scarlet Witch. So, but that all happened in the West Coast Avengers. I mean, it was a great series. All right. So, the next lot, and I'm not going to tell you, who I got any of these from because, I'm protecting their privacy. The next lot is pretty awesome. I'm pretty happy with. I'm thrilled with all of these, so I shouldn't even say that. But we've got a whole bunch of old. These are from almost all of these are from the 70s or 80s. So we've got 1978 Battlestar Galactica cards. All right. So here we have. You can see a couple. I'm not going to show you all of them, but you can see these are the good old cardboard cards. Just scenes from the TV show, and then the backs have a little description. In some cases, fun facts, that kind of thing. And this is the best part of these old cards is when they had the puzzle backs. I loved putting together these puzzles when I was a kid. So there's Battlestar Galactica. We've got a couple of Star Trek the Motion Picture cards. These are from 1979. And these are all tops. Same thing. Some of the cards have these little facts and story summaries and things. Some of them have puzzle backs. So that's cool. A couple more here from Star Trek the Motion Picture. And yep, one more. The Klingon warship. That's awesome, right? Then we have a couple cards here from Star Trek The Next Generation. So you can see these were Impel, it looks like. These are not created by Topps. These were a little bit glossier, not the old cardboard kind. But, still cool. And then two more cardboard cards. One of them is Empire Strikes Back, and, Topps, good old cardboard Topps. And same thing, A-Team. The A-Team. When I was married age in the 3rd grade, this was my absolute favorite TV show. So that's that lot. A bunch of good old cards there. Alright. Next lot. Now these are modern cards, just modern non-sports trading cards, but these are both promo cards. This was, let's see. Yeah, they're promo cards. They don't say who they were. It doesn't say where the promos came from. A lot of times these promo cards are given out as inserts in non-sports update. And then sometimes there's a couple of big non-sports card trading shows, or excuse me, they're like comic conventions for non-sports trading cards. So this one is Jessica from True Blood, and this is a promotional card for the True Blood Archives trading cards set, put out by Rittenhouse Archives. They produce high quality cards. I've got quite a few of their series over the years. This is a promo for, it's a picture of 7 of 9. It's a promo for the Women of Star Trek trading cards from 2009, again by Rittenhouse Archives. So you can see that. All right. Next lot. More old cards. Well, actually, let me take that back. First, we have another promo card. This is from 1996, though, so this is an older promo for cards based on the movie The Frighteners. Not a great Michael J. Fox movie about a guy who could see and talk to ghosts. It was just great. And this is a really cool card. It's not coming up on camera real well. It's glossy. Um, the color is actually a little bit better than what seems to be showing up on camera. So, sorry, you don't get the full effect, but it's a really cool card. Then these more old ones, and this is another great set. Another one of my favorite shows when I was very young. Of course, they were reruns in syndication. I'm not quite this old to have watched some of these shows from the 70s, but not when they were airing live anyway. But I'm trying to get them out of the packaging here. We've got Mork and Mindy cards. Mork and Mindy was a great show. And, again, these are Topps cards, so you've got some of them with information on the back, some of them puzzle backs. What I think is really cool about these cards is they have scenes from the show, but then they put little cartoon bubbles, with dialogue on top of the photos. It's really kind of cool. Just really, really funny, and a great way to do it with a series like this that is just you've got it's all kind of tongue in cheek. Obviously, it's a comedy. Great. It was hilarious, and they made the cards fun too. So that's great. This one I was really excited about. This little set here, this lot. These are, of course, Star Wars cards, which has always been my, what my main collecting passion over the years is Star Wars. But these cards, let me see if I can show you back. These are real thin. You can see they're not much thicker than a piece of paper. And on the back, they've got little facts. Let's see if that's focused. It was a series of 18 cards available in these Big G cereals: Cocoa Puffs, Crazy Cow, Frankenberry, Boo Berry, and Count Chocula. So I've got, it's not the full set. I don't have the full set. I've got about maybe a third or so of the set. It looks like I have 7 of them. 7 out of 18, so a little over a third. I thought it was funny because, obviously, I'm sure most of us are familiar with Cocoa Puffs, Frankenberry, Boo Berry, Count Chocula. But what the heck is Crazy Cow? I've never even heard of that cereal. It was apparently here in 1978, but I can't remember ever seeing it when I was a kid. So, of course, I ate mostly Raisin Bran, but very, very cool cards. These, were apparently just giveaways that were stuck in boxes of cereal. Remember when they used to actually give you prizes in boxes of cereal? They don't do that anymore. It's a shame. Kids don't have anything to look forward to anymore when it comes to breakfast. So here we've got another set. These are kind of, I'm going to have to take them out of here because these are kind of getting stuck together. This is another fun set. It is cards from the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band movie, which it was based on the Beatles, but starring the Bee Gees. Co-starring, some of the others were George Burns was in it. He was great. He played. He's on this card here. So you can see the George Burns and the Lonely Hearts Club Band. See if you can focus that. So there's the Bee Gees. This is another card set from 1978. Again, it's Topps or no, it's not Tops, it's Stigwood, it looks like. So, but it's got the puzzle backs just the same. You know, I'm not going to be putting together any puzzles with just 3 cards, but still, it's still a fun set to start collecting. Fun older set. And last but not least, in terms of cards, we've got a promo card for Dexter. Season 7 and 8 collector cards. These are published by, it looks like Brigent Marketing, 2015. And this was a card that was part of, or was included in Non-Sport Update. It's good if you collect non-sport cards. You've got to get that magazine. Almost every issue, if not every issue, has promo cards in it for upcoming new series. It has price guides, you know, where you can look at the value of most of the popular sets at least, as well as, you know, insert cards, promo cards, things like that. So it's it's a great and get news about non-sport cards. You know, I subscribed for several years, and I'll probably go ahead and resubscribe here soon. Might as well. It's been a while. But the last thing I got, and these are not trading cards, but they're pretty darn awesome. And if you like trading cards, you'd probably like these as well. I'm going to take them out of the bag here. And I'm not sure how well these will show up on camera. So let's give it a shot. Alright, so we've got authentic movie film cells. Now, can you see that at all? No, not really. Basically, you see a reflection of my camera. So, let's see. Maybe one that's a little bit brighter. Here, that one's a little bit brighter. Maybe you can do that. Anyway, the two subjects are about, I'd say, a little more than, I've got 20 of these, and a little bit more than half of them are from the Star Wars Clone Wars animated series, and the other half is from the film Watchmen. So, you know, two great source, it's great source material, and you can see my stack here. These are all just individual film slides of, each one has usually 2 frames. This one here, it's kind of cool. It's a like an advertisement for Meet the Robinsons. I guess you can't really see it. Let's see. No, can't really see it. But it's an advertisement for Meet the Robinsons, which I'm going to guess was attached at the beginning of one of these 2 films. So, anyway, film, and when I say film, I mean the film roll. Obviously, the Clone Wars animated series was not a movie that was in theaters, but, whatever. It's still cool. These slides are still pretty awesome. So, they're not authenticated, no certificate of authenticity or anything like that. I've got a feeling that what it was just a fan had some, bought some rolls of film, cut them up, mounted them, and made them available. That's fine with me. I don't really care. I mean, it's not like it's a knockoff product or something. It's just a really cool little, I don't know, just enhances the collection, I guess. It's just a cool talking piece, So anyway, that's it. Again, check out Listia if you haven't already done so. Like I said, I got all these cards, these promo cards, these film, these frames from the film, all this stuff, and I didn't pay a penny. So, I didn't have to pay for shipping, didn't have to pay for the products, Just great stuff, and the price is definitely right at free. So anyway, I will talk to you guys later, and hopefully we'll have something else new for you within the next couple of days, probably. All right, talk to you later. Bye.